became like the machine that was desired. And as I like disappear into my room for hours. I would like lock my door and like try to figure out every accent known to mankind and just like play different weird characters. The truth is, I want to transform into different characters. I think that's what was so liberating about this, and like the trust that Craig had in me to just say, yeah, go in, just go. Is so nice, because that's what I love to do, And I think part of that also does lean comedic, weirdly interesting. I think in comedy, when I was younger, improv, it's like, okay, you're Irish, and it's you're an Irish in the famine, and you're like, oh, okay, and you just go in, and like that was always my favorite. That's my favorite thing to do.
See, that's life. What is great about comedy is because we send it up. Yeah, it's really tragic. Comedy is tragic. When you start looking at comedies, I know ones that I've done. I could tell you the story and you'd be crying. So wait, it was funny. I know, but it's really about life. I mean, what happens? For instance, we do a movie like Private Benjamin. What happens when you get married, you lose your husband on the first wedding night, and then you're so bonded, you're going to join the army. Now, I know that's funny, but I mean, but the truth of the matter is, comedy is built on tragedy.
And I think that part of like what leans to that, and I really have an affinity towards comedic actors. I think they're some of the greatest dramatic actors, and they don't necessarily always get the opportunities to do those things. And I've always felt like walking that line has always been challenging for me, because I love getting weird.
Yeah.
Not just in comedy, like and I mean, my mom has always said to me, what do you always say to me?
I don't know.
She says, you're a dramatic actress. You always say that to me. You're really a dramatic actress.
Yeah, but you got funny.
But I got so funny.
You got funny.
And so I think that like part of, for me, moving, like, yes, I want to transform. I see certain characters and I'm like, I want to play that totally, completely different than anything that I have.
Right. I think that this is probably, one of these moments in your life where you find the right circumstance to show your extraordinary talent.